Hey everyone, welcome back to another You Asked, I Answered video. This is the series where I answer questions I see people asking all the time and keep everything short, simple, and easy to follow. Today we're talking about Canva's Match and Move transition. Now, ever since Canva released the new video editor, I've seen so many people asking the same question. How do you use Match and Move now? Well, if that's you, you're in the right place because I'm going to show you exactly how it works. Let's get started. First, click on Video. Today I'm choosing the YouTube 1920 by 1080 size. Next, head over to Elements. I'm going to use some of the same graphics from my last Canva tutorial covering the new 2.0 video editor. If you haven't seen that one yet, definitely check it out. I'll have it linked in both the description and the comments. Now I'm heading to my recently used section, grabbing one of my beach videos, then searching for the Beach Please graphic. Once it's on the page, I'll move it into position, make it a little bigger, and get everything looking just the way I want. Now let's add some text. I'll type, "Summertime Fun." Next, we'll give it a little personality. From the floating toolbar at the top, I'll change the font, choose a different color, then click the T spacing option and spread the letters out just a little. To make the text stand out even more, click Effects, choose Outline, increase the thickness, then change the outline color. Looking good. But before we add our transition, here's something I always recommend. Take a quick look at your timeline. Make sure all of your elements are lined up where you want them, because Match and Move works best when everything is organized. All right, now for the fun part. Click Position, then open the Layers tab. We'll start with the text. Select it, then click Split. Now repeat those exact same steps for the Beach Please graphic, and then do it one more time for the beach video. Perfect. Now you have two sections of your design. Go to the second half and start moving things around. Resize your elements, move them to different positions, or do both. This is what gives Match and Move something to animate. Think of it this way. Canva is comparing Scene 1 with Scene 2, then calculating the difference between them. 1 with Scene 2, then calculating the smoothest path between them. Pretty cool, right? Once you're happy with the layout, let's add the transition. If your timeline feels a little cramped, drag it taller so it's easier to work with. Now hover between the two beach clips until the transition button appears. Click it, choose Match and Move, then change the duration to 1.5 seconds. Now hit play. See that? Instead of everything instantly jumping into place, Canva smoothly moves each object from where it started to where it ends. It's such a simple effect, but wow! It makes your videos look so much more polished, professional, and intentional. Before we wrap up, here's one quick tip you don't want to miss. Match and Move works best when Canva recognizes it's the same object on both sides of the split. So don't delete it and add it back. Instead, split the object first, then move it or resize it afterward. That one little habit makes a big difference. And that's it. If there are other Canva features you've been curious about, leave them down in the comments, because they just might become a future You Asked, I Answered video. If this tutorial helped you, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you never miss a new tutorial. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, learn, create, reign, the AI royal way. I'll see you in the next one.